welcome to this lesson. Thanks for checking us out here. This is Ben Zinn for nextlevelguitar.com, and we're going to dive in so deep today with some different approaches towards soloing the two basic chords of the track, and those are an E minor and a C sus2 bar chord, which looks like this. And we're going to dive right into taking a look at some pentatonic and blues-based examples that we can use over the track. Some licks that you could play in each of our 5 pentatonic boxes. It's a good way to get started, and you can visualize each of the sections of your neck, and of course reference back to our ebook for further study on these boxes. So we'll take our first example here in this position of E minor pentatonic. And what we're going to do here is borrow a note from the blues scale, and we're just going to do a little run that sounds like this. I'm going to start here on the 5th fret, and I'm going to pull off to the 3rd fret in the position here. And now I'm going to come to the next note in the scale, but then go back up right away. First 4 notes. Now, next 4 notes, let's start here at the 4th fret, 3rd string, and I'm going to pull off to the 3rd fret and then slide to the 2nd. So we get that nice little blues scale note in passing as we're moving down. And then we grab the next note in the scale. This lick works really well if you break it up into 4-note chunks. First 4 notes, next 4 notes, next 4 notes. So that's just working down the scale. We're going to pick this note, we're going to pick this note, but pull off to the next one. And pick this note. And finally end up right here. Moving into the next position of our pentatonic. We're just taking the next box up and we're just phrasing a lick. I'm going to start out here on the 5th fret of the 4th string, and I'm going to slide to the 7th and then work my way up the pattern. 4th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret, 8th fret, and then close out by bending this note up a whole step. Next box in position, of course, we're going to lead off with the 1st finger, 7th fret. Here's our box. So if you take a look at what's happening relative to the box there, basically you're just playing 2 notes on strings that are next to each other within the box. And so then all you have to do is really just kind of practice strumming 2 strings instead of 1. Even alternate picking them, right? And if you just take 2 or 3 of those, or 3 or 4 of those, and kind of work them around, maybe take this one. There's a lot of potential there. Of course, there's other things that you can do in that box. For our next example. Position, I thought a nice concept to lead off with might be to pre-fret this note up here with your pinky, and then we're going to bend this note, 10th fret, up a whole step, and we're going to leave it there. And so breaking this down, we're keeping this finger here, and we're bending this note, and we're going to leave it there while we change the note on the 1st string. So the trick to this lick is to keep this note in position while you move from the 12th fret to the 10th fret with your pinky and ring finger. So bend up, Come back. Now switch to the 10th fret. Then pick and release the bent note. And then we can cap this off with a little double bend here. Lastly, in our most familiar position here, in 12th position, home bass box. Just like our first example, this one breaks down nicely into 4-note chunks. We're playing 16th notes here. So what we can do to start out with this one is play our first 4 notes. Next 4 notes. This is all pull-offs. Next 3 notes, I should say. And the 4th note here. Next 4 notes, we're just going the opposite direction. We're going to do a double hammer-on. And we're going to catch the high 12th fret on the high E string. And now back down, double pull-off. Up to this point. Now, as we're moving on, what we're going to do next is hammer on and then shift positions. So we're going to go 12th to 14th and then slide up here into our next pentatonic position. The whole thing one more time. I'll point out the tail end of that lick real quick. What we're going to do here is bend the note up, then release it, and then pull off. So this is at the 17th fret. So that's your last portion of your lick there. I'm going to play these licks now over the track, so take a listen for these examples. But notice I'm going to blend them, maybe change them up a little bit, and so I'd encourage all of you to do the same. Once again, try exploring throughout the scale. So check that out, and we'll see you back here for the next section.